I am going to show you how to make a popcorn stitch. I tried to use some pretty large yarn here and a pretty large hook so that you can see exactly where everything is going through. The way I prepped this is I did 10 chain and then I turned, and going in the second chain from the hook, I did 9 single crochet. And so now I'm just going to do a turning chain, and then I'll turn. And I never like doing the popcorn stitch in the first one in the row. I suppose there's times it would be appropriate, but so I would do 1 single crochet, and then I'm gonna put 5 double crochet into this one here. That's the beginning of how to make a popcorn stitch. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochet all in one stitch. So you can see that here. We've got 1 in that one and then 5 in this one. So the hole is quite a bit bigger. Now what you want to do is take your hook out of that loop and count back the 5 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then go right underneath that. Grab the loop that you took the hook out of previously and just pull it right through that first one. And the way that you pull it through is going to determine which way this bumps up. So it's going to bump up to that side, and you can kind of see that it almost makes a little rainbow here. And then you just do a chain to lock it in. Don't do it too tight or it'll be a little bit hard to go back through it later. And I would very rarely do popcorns all in a row. So I'm going to do another single crochet, and then 5 double crochet in the next one for your next popcorn stitch. There are a lot of really good times to use the popcorn stitch. You know, anything that adds a little bit of interest to a piece is really fun. I've seen a lot of baby blankets that use it. It adds all kinds of texture, which the babies love. I personally have used it on a lot of spine pieces for dragons. Okay, so now I've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go back through there, grab my loop, and pull it through that first. And then do your chain. The next, we're going to do another single crochet, and then another popcorn stitch. I just think it's really invaluable to get some practice. So I try to make sure these tutorials are long enough that you can have a chance to practice a little with me, but short enough to not bore you to tears. You can always fast forward if it's too slow for you. Okay, 1 more. And then again, take it out of that loop, make sure it doesn't come out. Count back the 5, go underneath, grab your loop, pull through, and lock it with a chain. Do the next single crochet. And then we're going to do 1 more popcorn stitch, which again, 5 double crochet in the same stitch. 3 and 4 and 5. Pull it out, count back the 5, go through, grab your loop, pull the loop through that one, and a chain to lock it. And then this last hook or last stitch is always just a little bit hard to get through. And I would just do a single crochet again. And then you would go ahead and chain and turn. And you can see that you would do, the next row would be inside the single crochet and under the chain, which is where the popcorn stitch was. And then inside the single crochet, under the chain. And then just all the way down. I'm going to go ahead and just show it to you. I think I did the wrong bit there. Okay, so that's one thing you have to watch out for. You want to put it underneath the chain, but you don't want to put it in this little loop here. Okay. Almost there. And if you really want to get good at this, practice a project that has a lot of them. Blankets, scarves, any of those kind of things. There's different variations. You can do, half double crochet. You can do single crochet. Those make smaller bumps, or possibly more or less in the one popcorn stitch, but this is a good basic one for you. And you can see the bottom is nice and flat and the top is really bumpy. So like if I lay it down flat on the table here, this is just perfect little bumps, which you can see why I would love to use it on the spine of a dragon, because it makes beautiful ridges. Now, if you have any questions, go ahead and list them below.